So you know, the first show today, that was emotional.
That was emotional because it touched us personally, because we've been there and we've dealt with our kids in the situation of getting a diagnosis and dealing with the unknown. That's what it comes down, dealing with the unknown with someone that you love. Yeah. But one of the things that I saw is that, for me, although he said that he's got this diagnosis, there was a lot of observation that I did, and there's just some parts of it that I don't felt that they were honest and true. And at the end of the day, I think my biggest message with that and what I learned is we have to fight hard. We have to fight so hard when we go through a situation like that, because we have to fight for the future of our kids, and try to educate ourselves as women as much as possible to be able to create that independence for their future, and also help ourselves heal, because it's painful. You said it yourself. Yeah. Now, I've never seen you break down, Areva. Yeah. That was the first time that I saw you break down.
There's humanity behind all of this. There's humanity.
You're a lawyer. I always see the tough side.
There's a lot of, you know, stuff in me too. And all I could think about, Rosie, was the women at home, the parents at home that were going to see that show, that may have a kid who they think has some issues, a diagnosis, and people calling them an enabler, and people not believing their child and believing what they were going through. So I had to just keep fighting through and keep, I think, you know, beating that drum that we've got to find out if this is a real diagnosis, and if it's a real diagnosis, we have to treat it as a diagnosis. And that's what, you know, my autism fans, they would kill me. And I have, you know, mothers and families that I've been helping for the last decade. And if I go on TV, I go on radio, I go anywhere and don't stand up for those families, and I'm not being true to who I am as a mother, and I'm not being true to this whole community that has surrounded me and my son and my family. So wherever I go, wherever I can, you know,
to create that impact.
I'm hard on autism. That's what I am.
And for me, I am so hard, and my biggest message is to stand up and stand strong, and don't become a victim of your circumstances. And I know that we kind of bumped heads there because we come from different perspectives, and I know there's a lot of women that don't know what to do, but that's the women that I want to educate, to not fall back, to not let a diagnosis just ruin your emotions, or just not so much ruin your emotions, but really determine the course of your life. You got to stand up and educate yourself, and you need to not wait time. If you're not getting the answers, go look for them, knock on doors, and do everything with perseverance for the future of your kids, because that is true love.
Yeah, we're going to agree to disagree on that when we did on the show, and that's okay, but that's what makes this show so special.
Different opinions, different perspectives.
Absolutely.